Got my push rods. I verified they were the right length, or at least the length I ordered anyway. And I'm looking at these, trying to see how I can get some oil in there, but I really can't. I'm just going to put some oil on the tips of all these when I install them, I guess. My old rocker arms had a ball on both ends. The new rocker arms, these are one piece. They're just rounded here, and then they have the ball turned on this end. You want that end where the rocker arm is going to be. Right, gonna get the rest of these installed. I am wiping them down really good with a lint-free towel. Not gonna like clean them with any type of solvent or anything like that. But then I'm gonna oil the bottoms with some my assembly lube. Actually, I'm using this the braking additive oil, just putting a drop on there. Put a little bit on there. Put it down in. So all that work, Comcams recommends putting a little bit of this lube on here, on the tips and on the seats. So I'm going to do all the seats first, and I'll do the tips later when I actually put the rocker arm on. It recommends cleaning the rocker nuts and these balls or washers or whatever. And I'll show you why, so you can see how clean the rag is right here, okay? There's residue on these things, like really bad from machining, or they sent out, you know, I don't know what's in here, but it's in these grooves. It is just black. So definitely clean them. It recommends to clean them in soapy water and then dry them, or clean with alcohol. I'm gonna do probably all of the above. I'm gonna wash them real quick. Then I'm going to scrub them with probably like a toothbrush or a soft bristle brush. Then I'll hit them with soap and water and get them clean. I'm going to clean out the inside as well. You know, don't want to introduce any dirt into your engine. I'm going to soak these in the same oil that I soaked the lifters in until I can get back upstairs from cleaning the rest of the parts. And then these should be rust-free. I notice I lined the box with a lint-free towel so that I didn't get the rockers dirty bringing them upstairs in the box. Just taking little precautions here and there. Probably overkill, but I'd rather be safe than sorry and come back a week from now to rusty rockers because I didn't spend a couple extra minutes soaking these in oil. I did the same thing with the washers and nuts. I got them as dry as I could, and they're soaking in the oil now also. So as I put this together, one by one, they will already be pre-oiled. Make sure the inside of your socket is clean. I went to go put this one on here and realized there was a whole bunch of gunk in the bottom of it. So make sure you're not introducing any dirt into your engine, including from your tools. So I'm just going to turn these on here a couple turns. Not going to get anywhere near pushing them down. Gonna probably just bring them down so they're flush with the top of the bolt of the stud here. valve lash, it's real easy. So I'm going to take all of these down until they just touch. I need a better ratchet. Speed wrench would have been really, really handy for this. Oops, touched too much. Okay, bring these down so they just start to touch. I'm not even touching. And no, it doesn't really matter where you are on the crank cycle, I'll show you. Doesn't matter if you're on number 1 or number 2 or number 10. It don't matter. Run these nuts down until you can just not turn the push rod. So right now I can turn it with both fingers and sneaking up on it. Oh, right there. She's getting tight. So that's zero valve lash. If I backed it off a little bit, you'd see I've got some up and down, I've got some lash. So it's gonna go to right where it's snug, right there. Okay. Did the same thing with this one, right here. It's snug. Back it off, it's loose. Sneak up on it. Sneak up, oh, right there. And she's just a little loose right there. Right there, okay? Just gonna do that with all of them, all the way around, and then I'll come back. All right, so I was at top dead center on at least one of the lobes, or one of the lobes was fully open. It was actually this one. So that means there was a couple that were fully extended. So now I'm just gonna go 90 degrees, and we're just gonna repeat. And I'm gonna do that at least 8 times, so that's 2 full revolutions of the engine, and all my valve lash should be set perfectly. And I'm going in the direction of the engine rotation. There we go, 90 degrees. And we're gonna come through and just repeat the same thing. You're gonna find some, they're gonna be really loose. Some are gonna be pretty much the same as they were. Good. Oh, really loose. Good, good, good. Good, good. And just keep doing this until you're confident that you have a little bit of tension in every one of them. All right, so I just finished up. I went around and I made sure I went to the base circle on every single one all the way across. You can kind of do them in pairs as you go. You can see which ones are ground the same. Went and did every lobe all the way across, and when I'm on the base circle, I can like just barely turn it, and that way I know I'm not compressing. I used an eye loop. I have a little 3-power eye loop. I went down in. When I'm on the base circle, I made sure that the lifters are not compressed. Now I can set the preload. All right, so I checked, and my lifter preload is just over a half a turn. So I'm gonna start here. I'm just gonna go all across and across, and then I'll be done. So. There we go. We are done with valve lash. Now I can clean all this up and get ready to put get my valley pan on here, get my intake on here, and then we'll be good. I'm going to call this the video for the week. If I end up having time to do another video, it'll just be another video. But thanks for following along. I hope that helps everybody with the valve lash. I watched a guy, and he says he's been doing it for years. Several other guys do it the same way. And long as you inspect and make sure you're not compressing those springs, you should be plenty good. This is a lot easier than having to go every cylinder in order. You know, there's 16 valves. This way you sneak up on it and you're good to go. Thanks for everybody. Please like and subscribe, follow along, comment. Really appreciate everybody. Pass it along if you know someone that's working on a Pontiac especially. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching and have a great day.